Now, some of these, I don't want to create just a big grid, and some of these may look just a little bit more, defined, or I don't know what the word is. Suddenly I lost what I want to be able to say. I don't want this to just attract all the attention and look very patternistic. So, but I am going to create something somewhat patternistic because I'm going to then connect to things with my eraser. I'll continue one through maybe something that I did a little darker value here, and I'll start creating contour, to my beard. Because I don't want this to be, again, like we just placed kind of a net down, and I don't want to put too much value in here yet. I want to let it build subtly. So here we are over here. I'm gonna clean up some of this and start defining a few of the whiskers by letting them have a little cleaner edge, taking advantage of some of the general value I put in. Doesn't have to be exact, but it is kind of nice to be able to pick out some of the things you can see that are quite matter of fact so that you can stay on track. Again, if you just start getting too free, even though you might get away with it, it still is taking away an advantage for you to be able to see other things in relationship to that. So I like to be careful. Later on, when I have all my proportion, I could take a few liberties, but I would definitely want to make sure that I have everything worked out accurately as possible, as accurately as possible. My doodling, I love to have the opportunity to just doodle along here. I can see things increasing. This is a very inconsiderate, almost blotchy, but I don't want it to look like it's blotchy, so I want to take some care in here too as I go around and create some of these little variations in the surface and in the tone. It's very possible that the skin changes colors, but also because he has some raised areas, and it's just that way with skin. I want to make sure that I don't get too carried away and make something that just looks like it's very uniform and so consistently, every 32nd of an inch or whatever. Some of you are using the centimeters. I don't know what all the millimeters and the centimeters are, but anyway, you just don't want to have this thing almost become a grid in itself where everything is evenly placed. This is a randomness that leaves it more natural. And I like doing a little bit at a time. I could come in here and I could use the side of my pencil with my softer lead, and I can go ahead and create quite a texture. But I still want to be in control of making it as accurate as I can, taking advantage again of these little markers, and watch the value grow as I want to control the value, and not just have it just become very, very general. You can do that with a lot of styles of drawing, but I just think for this, when I want to be so accurate, I want to be able to control it a little more than that. I think I'm going to pull off a couple of these. They're starting to gain a little bit more than I want them to. And again, it's so nice to have reverse on our value here. So nice. Shaping that eraser gives us even more opportunity to do what we want to do, because we can just go in the tiniest little place and lift that graphite right off the paper. Now, I'm not creating texture just for the sake of creating texture. I'm still trying to place it in the proper place. Trying to have it conform. And gradually these things will take on a more refined edge, where we'll start having more clarity that there's a hair out in front of something else. We'll start having that depth develop. Don't have to do it all at once. I just don't like doing it all at once. Might get caught up in it once in a while when I feel it's important to just really work an area. But I like to be able to have the opportunity to see it happen overall, and then I can change it as I think I need to.